Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to give you a full review on the Creos Ps290. Right guys, we'll start off with the bits on the brush and how you get the brush when it turns up. It'll be in a cardboard box again. The Creos Ps290 will come in a cardboard box like the Ps270. So that's the box you get. You'll get a little diagram on the back. So you get it in that. Inside the box you'll get the Airline again. You get the little adapter that goes across for your Airline, a little spanner and your instructions. So that's how it will turn up. The actual brush itself, when you get it out the box, it'll either come with the spot cap attached or it will come with the fan cap on. I think this came with the spot cap when it turned up. So that's the brush. You've got a trigger to the front. I've got the quick connect Airline at the bottom. On the back you've got your adjuster for your paint flow. So you dial that right in, that stops the trigger, and you open that up and that'll pump more fluid out. Like a big spray gun, but just smaller down into the size of an airbrush. This actual gun is a 0.5 setup, so it can get the paint down very easily and effortlessly really. It atomizes really well both on the spot cap and the fountain cap. You'll see this in a minute when I do a little test paste on this piece of paper here, and we'll run through that. So that's the brush guys, nice and simple, comfortable in your hand, quite weighty. As I find all the Creos range they're quite heavy brushes. They're built well, and I've had this 8 months now and it's tip-top condition. There's been no wear on the chrome on it. I've cleaned this with a rag with thinners and just get any paint off and just give it a wipe over, and it's been absolutely fine. I've put clear coats through this. I've put solvent base, I've put water base, metallics through it, and it's been absolutely fine. When you do get it, when you come to cleaning, I always tend to blast the paint through, drop some thinners in, blast it through, wipe inside the cup, take the caps off and just soak the caps overnight. You will find on your fan cap you'll get a little bit of build up just on the two prongs that come out after you've been spraying for quite a while. So it's just a good idea just to soak the two caps, bit of thinners, and you're good to go. So what I'll do in the next step, I'll chuck some paint in this. We're going to drop some water base, black paint, just a standard black water base paint, and I'll run you through these two caps. We'll run this about 20-25 psi, and I'll just show you what these two caps can do and how quick this thing can drop the paint down. So I'll see you in the next step. Right, so I've filled this up with paint guys, and I'm just going to run through now. We've got the spot cap on, so I'm going to do some light passes and then I'll do some heavier ones. This is 25 psi, so we'll crack on guys. So quite close, and I'm just doing, these are the sort of small dots you would get just touching that trigger, and then if you start to back it off like that, I mean I'll go full on the trigger now, and that's the sort of dot you will get. That really hammers that down. It's atomizing it nice, it's feathered out on them dots, and then line work on coverage. This thing absolutely hammers the paint. As you can see, it'll empty. That wasn't a full cup. You'll tend to find it empties really quick. So this thing can proper hammer the paint down guys. As you can see, if you've got a panel you need covering, this thing will cover quick. There's a few passes and that's nicely blacked that out, complete opaque, filled that nice. So that's the spot cap. That's what the spot cap can do. You can get down nice and small with it like that. if you need to. So they're the sort of lines you'll get with the spot cap. Quite small, quite fine. So that just feels like an airbrushing around, but you've got trigger. So there's a little bit more getting used to feathering that trigger like that, but that's the sort of lines you can get. That's the coverage, and then dots that was on previous. That's the sort of finish you'll get with the spot cap. So what I do now is I'll change it over and I'll put the fan cap in. So to do that, all you do is just unscrew the ring off the front like that, and then that cap slides off, and then your fan cap is basically like a normal cap that you get on a bigger spray gun. Drop that on the front like that, and then just put your sleeve back on, and then you can move the head of the cap so you can get a fan pattern to go that way or that way. So this is the fan cap on, guys. Same PSI, which is about 25 PSI. So they're the sort of, this probably needs a little clean out because that's just slightly off ovaling, but that's the sort of distance you get. So you're probably getting about 1.5 inches to 2 inches on that. And on the passes, this thing can really cover, guys. As you can see, you need something to get paint down quick. This will do it, unless you're buying a mini jet, but then you're looking at a bigger airline, bigger compressor. If you need something to do, I mean, I've done alloy wheels with this and it's been absolutely fine. If you need to get paint in intricate places, one of my previous videos on the games room build, I've done some plastic grills, and I used this for dropping plastic primer down and dropping the base coat down, and it was absolutely perfect because you've got a fan pattern of about that, which is ideal if you're doing intricate small pieces and you need to get a bit more paint down. So that's how that performs, guys. You've seen it on the spot cap, how it drops the paint down, and on the fan cap, both caps drop the paint and atomise the paint really, really well. Nice coverage. It's not spitting out any bits, it's fading out and feathering on them edges of them, both caps, nice. So yeah, that's the Creos Ps290, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this short review. There's not a lot much more I can say about it other than that it's a great brush. It's not let me down. I'm really, really glad I brought this brush. It has been an absolute godsend, and it's a workhorse. It just does what you want it to do. No dramas, chucked every paint through it. It's been absolutely fine. So that's the Ps290. I'll drop the link in the description on where you can purchase this brush. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and if you're new to my channel, guys, click that subscribe, press that notification so you can see more up-and-coming videos on Dred Custom Paint. The next review I'm going to do will be another Creos, and it's going to be the Ps771, which is their detailed brush. I think that's the dearest brush in the range they do. I've also got one of them, so I'll do you a little review on that, my thoughts on that brush as well. So thanks a lot, see you in the next one.